Hey everybody, this is Phoenix Down, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. In the last episode, we scaled Death Mountain and caught our first glimpse of the Dark World. And today, we're going to start things off by ascending the Tower of Hera in search of the third and final pendant, so we can acquire the Master Sword. Now, one thing that's new to A Link to the Past that's introduced here in the Tower of Hera is these crystal switches. You strike them with your sword or some kind of weapon, and it will toggle these blocks that raise and lower depending on which color is lit. Right now we want the blue ones lit because that means the blue platforms are lowered, so we can go down these stairs. So down here we have some Stalfos and a mini Moldorm. We got these red Stalfos that will actually throw their bones at you if you miss them when they dodge. Okay, well that'll work. Anyway, I just want to get that key, take out the mini Moldorm, and we'll go back up these stairs. Unfortunately, I did not retoggle those switches again, so I'm going to have to get my boomerang out. Hit that. Hit this switch. And now let's go and get some advice from Sahasrara. So if you gaze into the magic mirror when you're inside a dungeon, it'll actually warp you to the dungeon entrance. So that's actually pretty handy. And we have some, I guess these are like baby Dodongos or little Dodongos. The main Dodongos, like in the original Zelda or like Ocarina of Time, they are not in this game. But anyway, now we have the map. So let's take a quick look at the layout of this dungeon. Yeah, the Tower of Hera is not that big of a dungeon, really. It's got a lot of floors, but they're all small. And they're basically just stacked on top of each other. So this dungeon is not nearly as big as it seems. I mean, there's a lot of potential for things to go wrong for you. Anyway, I gotta work my way around this way to take out that mini Moldorm, use my key to go downstairs. Now, unfortunately, in this room, we kind of have to wait for the room's trap to play itself out. We've got these floor tiles that'll rise out of the ground and fly at us. Unfortunately, we do not have much control over what's going on. We have to wait for the trap to play itself out. It's not like in the Desert Palace when... well, that played out okay, I guess. Ah, nuts. Yeah, my position was not very good that time. But yeah, it's not like in the Desert Palace where all we had to do was just find the key and open up the door. This time we have to actually wait for the trap to finish itself up. Alright, there we go. The door has been opened. Oh, whew. Thought I was going to miss that guy for a second. So let's go down here. We got some more red Stalfos to deal with. Ah, nuts. Take that. Alright, got my heart back. Now I want to get my lantern out. Or my lamp. Oops. Light these up. To make a chest appear. And inside we have the big key. So now we can open doors that the other keys will not. Now I'm going to pull out my magic mirror and warp back to the entrance. Save myself a little bit of time. Now it's time to ascend the Tower of Hera. Go up to floor number 3. Now we have some new enemies. These, I think they're called crystal beetles or something to that effect. These guys have some really bad kickback. They will send you flying if you're not careful, but you can send them flying too. Okay, I believe I want to toggle the switch here. Is there a heart down here? Nope. I did get a bomb, not that I needed it. And we have another new mechanic, these star-shaped patterns on the floor. Basically, those will change where the holes in the floor are. Anyway, I don't really care about those other guys. We'll use the big key to advance. Just walk through the lowered platforms. Knock those guys into the pit. Now I want to toggle the blocks now. I want the red ones lowered for floor 5. You'll understand why when we get to that point. It's kind of important. In case things go south during the battle with the boss. Take out the mini Moldorm. I'll take that hit, no problem. And here we get the compass. Not that we really need it because the boss is pretty much at the top. And Sahasrara has some more advice to give us. There's an item known as the Moon Pearl in this tower. We need that in order to avoid being transformed into our bunny form when we're in the Dark World. Spoiler alert, we're gonna wind up in the Dark World again at some point. Now the Moon Pearl is up there in that chest, but we can't get to it right now. There is actually a speedrunning strategy where if you plant a bomb and do a running dash with the Pegasus shoes at the right time, The explosion of the bomb can recoil you across the pit and over that star platforms to avoid the holes in the floor changing position. So you can actually get to it without doing it the way the game intends you to do it. Anyway, I'll take care of that mini Dodongo. Just watch out for his flaming breath. So we're gonna rise up to floor number 5. Gonna hit this switch here. And you wanna drop down this hole right here, because it'll plant you right here so you can open up the chest and acquire the Moon Pearl, which protects the hero from the changing effects of the golden power. Alright, now let's climb back up to floor 5 and head on over to the boss. Yeah, this dungeon is really short. It seems daunting at first, but once you actually do it, it's not so bad. Also, there's a... Ooh, gotta watch out for these guys. That really narrow hole right here. Ooh, heart. If you drop down here, you will fall down a series of tubes that will take you down to the very bottom floor of the dungeon, where you can find a couple fairies. So if you have an empty bottle or you're in desperate need of health, that's one way of doing it. Also, I lowered these blocks so that we can access these pots. Underneath each of these pots is a heart to recover your health, just in case this battle does not go quite as according to planned. We have Moldorm, the real McCoy here. Yeah, this guy has a very nasty tendency of knocking you off his platform. Nuts. So basically, you want to do a spin attack. As long as you're charging and facing away from the ledge, you're less likely, whew, that was close, to get knocked off. And okay, I think 2 more hits now, I think. Yeah, I'd rather stay out in the open. Oh, I got him, okay. But alright, now he's in serious mode. Alright, we got him, alright, first try. Yeah, this guy can be a serious pain. Alright, we got a heart container. I missed. Oh well. We got the pendant of wisdom. So now that makes 3 pendants. All that remains for us to do now is to go to the Lost Woods and acquire the Master Sword. Exactly. That's what I just said, game. So yeah, Tower of Hera, very, very short. I'll take that, though. So, since we got plenty of time, let's just head on over to the Lost Woods to get the Master Sword now. But first, I want to show this thing. We saw one of these monument things in the desert before, but we couldn't access it, and we can't read it because it's in Hylian Moonspeak. So we'll have to pull out the Book of Medora. So if we had the Master Sword, we would have been able to get a magic spell called Ether here, but we do not, so we'll have to come back for that later. It's not vital at this point, but it'll be worth getting later on. Ah, crap. Watch out for the dead rocks. Those guys will turn to stone if you hit them, and they can impede your progress if they freeze up in the wrong spot and you have to wait for them to recover. But anyway, in order to return back down below, we have to take this path to get back to Kakariko Village. If you remember, there was a ledge we had to jump over, or jump down from in the caves that we took to get up here in the first place, so this is kind of a required alternate path. Anyway, in this tunnel, I'm going to do some dashing, but before I get to the bottom, I want to stop, because if you hit this wall and impact, you will drop into this pit and have to do the whole warp back to the entrance of that particular room all over again. So let's go down and let's find an entrance to the Lost Woods. Watch out for the crows. Stay away from me, bird people. Thank you. So let's enter the Lost Woods. I love the music in this area. It's just so mysterious. It really fits the theme of the area. Anyway, that was the Thieves' Den. We already went there before. No real business there at present. So let's continue on. Here's where we got the mushroom before, but we don't, obviously we got the magic powder now, so there's no need to get mushrooms. So get out of here, bird. Bird brain. Alright, up here. Well, this is the Grove of the Master Sword, so let's go. We have an inscription here at the end. Again, Hylian Moonspeak, Book of Medora. The hero's triumph on Cataclysm's Eve wins 3 symbols of virtue. The Master Sword he will then retrieve, keeping the Knight's line true. Wow, even when it's translated it rhymes. But now, the time has finally come to pull forth the Master Sword. We must master using it so we can have this. And the fog is cleared, and now Sahasrara is talking to us telepathically. If you can do it just at a whim, Sahasrara, why do we have to talk to those Triforce symbols in the dungeons? Phoenix, it is extraordinary that you won the Master Sword that makes evil retreat. With this shining sword, I believe you can deflect the wizard's evil powers. The destiny of this land is in your hands. Please, Phoenix. So now we have the Master Sword. It's a much more powerful weapon than the original sword we had. Enemies will take 1 less hit to destroy with this. And while I do not have full hearts at present, I can't really demonstrate it now, but it has an extra feature that only works when you have full health. But anyway, what the? Phoenix, help! The soldiers are coming to Sanctuary! Aye! Nuts. I guess we have to go back to the Sanctuary to save Zelda. Hopefully we aren't too late. Figures, we probably should have hit her someplace a little bit further away from Hyrule Castle, preferably a place that was not actually connected to Hyrule Castle. So let's work our way out of here. Ooh, there's a bomb there. I got lucky I didn't take a hit from that. But yeah, you see we just destroyed that crow in a single swipe of the Master Sword. It's really nice. So come on over here, soldiers. Take that, haha, 1 hit. And now I have full hearts. Look at that, I can shoot beams out of my sword. The beams are as powerful as your regular sword, by the way, and I don't think they ever get more powerful than that. If you ever upgrade the Master Sword to even more powerful forms. But alright, we're almost to the Sanctuary. Princess Zelda, are you alright? Please tell me you're gonna be okay. Ah, nuts. Preacher Man, what happened? Phoenix, you're a second too late. I have failed. Zelda, the soldiers have abducted her. They have taken her to the castle. You must find her before the wizard works his magic. Please, you are our only hope. Oh no! Preacher Man, no! No! Why? Why is this happening? Why indeed? Well, anyway, guys, next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, we're going back to Hyrule Castle to settle the score with the wizard Aghanim once and for all. Hopefully we can get there in time to save Princess Zelda from whatever fate he has in store for her. So this has been Phoenix Down, and I will see you guys next time.